Walter Timm is an American character designer, animator and producer. He is also a writer and artist working in comics, and is known for his contributions building the modern DC Comics animated franchise, the DC Animated Universe. Career =animation=. Timm's early career in animation was varied. He started at Filmation, working on the layout of Blackstar, Flash Gordon, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe and its spin-off She-Ra, Princess of Power, and the Lone Ranger. He also worked for numerous other employers, including Ralph Bakshi, Don Bluth Productions, and attempted to find work at Marvel Comics and DC Comics, but without luck. In 1988 he worked at DC on The Real Ghostbusters for one season, then joined Warner Brothers in 1989. At Warner, Timm worked on Tiny Toon Adventures. However, Timm is best known for his subsequent work on the animated series based on various DC Comics superheroes, popularly referred to as the DCAU. Along with his Tiny Toons partner Eric Radomski, Timm co-created and produced Batman, the animated series, which premiered on September 5, 1992, and went on to co-create and produce Superman, the animated series, The New Batman Adventures, and Batman Beyond and Static Shock which premiered at 2000. He also served as producer on the feature-length Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker before taking the helm as creator and producer of the animated version of Justice League, which debuted in November 2001. The series continued in the form of Justice League Unlimited. Timm was also the producer and co-director of the direct-to-video Superman Doomsday. Because of a mistake in the first season end credits of Teen Titans animated series, Timm is often mistaken for an executive producer, despite having very little to do with the production. Although he shared character designer duties on Superman, the animated series and Justice League with James Tucker, Timm did virtually all the original character designs for Batman, the animated series himself. DC Universe animated series, including Justice League Unlimited, Batman Beyond, and other DC set works associated with Timm art styles are often referred to by fans as the timeverse of DC Comics, relating to those series' distillation of popular storylines from the comic book versions or the outright introduction of new characters or relationships. His 2008 project Batman, Gotham Knight is a departure from the timeverse style, with Timm in a producer role collaborating with Japanese animators on a direct-to-DVD anthology that takes place between Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. In 2013, following the release of The Dark Knight Returns animated feature, Bruce Timm stepped down as DC Animation's supervising producer. James Tucker was named as his replacement. Though Timm still works at Warner Brothers, he will no longer be producing DC Universe original animated movies. Although in 2014, it was announced that Timm will be an executive producer on both Justice League, Gods and Monsters and Justice League, Gods and Monsters Chronicles. In 2013, he worked with Man of Steel director Zack Snyder, in creating a 75th anniversary short of Superman. In 2014 he released Batman, Strange Days. It is an animated short celebrating the 75th anniversary of Batman and is an homage to one of Hugo Strange's first appearances in the comic books. Acting. Though Timm does not usually work as an actor, he has played several characters in the animated series he has been involved in. His cameos include the episode of Batman, the animated series Beware the Grey Ghost, playing the toy shop owner, as himself in the episode of The New Batman Adventures, Holiday Nights, and also as the leader of the Joker's gang in Batman Beyond, which he joked he did under duress and also joked was Emmy Award-winning material. More recently, he appeared in an animated form in Batman, The Brave and the Bold episode Legends of the Dark Knight in a comic book convention parody scene, where he was wearing Joker's costume, along with Paul Dini wearing Harley Quinn's costume. Prior to that he was animated in The Batman, appearing as a mental patient in Arkham. He has also played a guard in the direct-to-video animated film Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker. Timm made a cameo appearance in the 2009 film Green Lantern, First Flight as Bug Boy, played the Riddler in the 2010 film Batman, Under the Red Hood, and gaily as Zed in the 2011 film Green Lantern, Emerald Knights. Comics == While Timm is known primarily for his work in animation, his first ambition was to become a comic book artist and has thus produced several one-shots and miniseries, mostly for DC Comics. In the 1980s, he made some mini-comics for Masters of the Universe. In 1994, Timm and writer Paul Dini won the Eisner Award for Best Single Story for Batman Adventures, Mad Love. Timm won the same prize the next year as well, for Batman Adventures Holiday Special, with Dini, Ronnie Del Carmen and others. Later, Timm was involved with Batman Adventures and has also worked on Avengers and Vampirella. He is also a popular cover and pin-up artist. In 2000, he did the art for an issue of DC's Vertigo imprint horror title, Flinch. Bruce Timm co-created Harley Quinn, working from Dini's original design. Harley's popularity on television led to her inclusion in the mainstream DC universe. In 2004, Timm and Dini released a 3-issue Harley and Ivy miniseries, which was in the works for years. Timm also drew the 1999 Avengers 1/1/2 special for Marvel Comics, written by Roger Stern. In 2005, Timm contributed artwork for 2 comics. One was a short story in Conan number 18, titled Conan's Favorite Joke. The other was a Black Canary short story in Birds of Prey number 86. In 2008, he provided the artwork for a short 2-page Harley Quinn origin story for Paul Dini's Countdown. Timm was featured in Conan Gets Animated, a skit in the December 9, 2010 episode of the TBS late-night talk show Conan, in which host Conan O'Brien enlisted his help in designing a new superhero, based on O'Brien's specifications. The superhero, who was designed to resemble O'Brien, included a typically muscular superhero body and costume with chest insignia, as well as idiosyncrasies such as an oven mitt, a GLI glove, golf shoes, sock garters and fishnet stockings. 1 month later, O'Brien aired a clip on his show in which the character, named the Flaming Sea, appears in Young Justice. In the summer of 2013, Timm provided the cover artwork for Adventures of Superman number 4. Drawing style and influences, Timm's minimalist, angular style is heavily based in his love of 1950s and 1960s era comics and Art Deco architecture style. Very much inspired by the Fleischer Studios' Superman cartoons done for Paramount. He is also completely self-taught, having never received any formal art schooling. He lists his artistic influences as Jack Kirby, Harvey Kurtzman, Jim Steranko, John Buscema, Wally Wood, Frank Frazetta, Dan DeCarlo, and Alex Toth. Personal life: Timm is married and has 1 daughter. Notes. References: Nolan Worthington, Eric and Timm, Bruce. Modern Masters Volume 3, Bruce Timm. Tomorrow's Publishing. ISBN 1-893905-30-6. External links: Bruce Timm at the Internet Movie Database, The Bruce Timm Gallery, an interview with Bruce Timm primarily discussing the 2nd season of Justice League.